Hi, I'm Phil with Franklin Water Treatment, back today to show you how to install an ozone generator onto this Clack valve here. Now normally in this video this is where I'd be saying the procedure we're using today can be used across the entirety of the Clack line. In this case we're actually restricted in what we can install it on. You have to make sure when you're going to install it that you have a unit with a relay block. If you do not have a relay on your circuit board, you cannot install this ozone generator. So that said, let's get started. Inside of the ozone generator box, you're going to have three pieces. You're going to have the ozone generator itself, you're going to have this little piece which is the filter for the air inlet, and you're going to have your mounting hardware. Now before we go over and start working on the valve, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your air inlet filter, you're going to put that on this tube here, and you just push that in. What this will do is this will prevent any bugs or debris getting sucked up into this generator. On this other side, I've got a couple of parts here we got to make sure that we have before we do anything else with this valve. One of them is an injector. Now, if you go any higher than a blue injector with an ozone generator, it's going to be drawing air faster than what the generator can produce ozone. So we got to make sure that we don't go any more than blue. If you already have one in there that's a little bit bigger, that's fine. You can swap it out. We actually have a separate video for that, so if you want to go and watch that, link in the description below. But make sure you've got no more than a blue. Otherwise, we need to make sure we have the right transformer. Now, this is not included with this kit. You'll need to buy this separately. Now, that part number will be in the description below as well. But we have to have a separate transformer because this draws more power than what the standard Clack transformer can supply. So make sure you've got this before you start, otherwise you won't be able to power the unit. Otherwise, we've got all our parts and pieces ready now. Let's go over to the valve and let's get started mounting. First, unplug power from the circuit board. Next, using our forefingers and thumbs, remove the bracket by levering it out and pulling up. With the bracket removed, pull through the old wire and remove the transformer. Be sure to install an inlet check valve onto the inlet side of our valve. Push it all the way in until it's fully seated, about 1 inch. Now remove the retainer clip on the brine elbow. Pull out the elbow. If there is a flow control in here, remove it and replace it with your first air check. The brine air check will be pushed in with the fins facing towards you and be pushed down into the valve. Reseat it, and then reattach the clip. With our mounting hardware installed, we're going to take our ozone generator over to the valve. We're going to take the top bracket and pass it over to the injector assembly, then push down the entire assembly to snap onto the inlet, just like that. Once it's attached, take a Phillips head screwdriver and tighten up the screw at the back so it remains secure on the unit. With the ozone generator attached, we're going to take our brine line and push it all the way into our brine elbow. Now take both wires coming off of the ozone generator and pass it through the back plate. Make sure to push the wire all the way into the back plate in the back here. If we don't do this, our mounting bracket won't go back all the way. So looking for the feet on the bottom here and here, make sure they match up to the back plate. And then just kind of drop that in like so. Lever it up until it snaps in. Then I'm going to run my wire on the right hand side, just like that. Now attach your power cable to the 4-prong terminal on the front of the circuit board. Take the green wire up to where it says Relay 1, push that all the way in. Take a flat-bladed, small-headed screwdriver and tighten down the terminal block until the wire is secure. Now to finish this install, I'm going to reattach my cover. I'm going to take our new transformer and plug it into the back of the ozone generator. Now the physical install is complete. Please consult your manual or talk to a local technician about how to program this unit so that it turns on the ozone generator. Once that's complete, This unit is completely ready to go. You're off to the races.